Hello again, welcome back. I have a couple of pickups that I want to talk about from the last week or two. To one that I've kind of already talked about and featured on my Instagram, which you are so welcome to check out at bls.mfc. I kind of talked about this in another video as well, just comparing this to the Lost Art TCG version. But yeah, this one came in the mail for me this week. Very happy with it. Awesome find. It was very cheap, and I just thought it would be cool to have in my collection. So another variant of the Lost Art DMG. This year I competed at YCS. I went 4-4, 4 wins, 4 losses, which is actually really good for me considering my track record. I actually can't remember what I placed overall, but 4-4, 4 wins, 4 losses is honestly just fine with me and the kind of level that I like to play at. I'm a relatively conservative player when it comes to the actual metagame. I just don't want to sink that much money into the most spicy and sweatiest meta decks. But yeah, one of the amazing vendors at YCS this year had this amazing LOB Unlimited Dark Magician just for me that I was looking for, and I've been considering picking something like this up for quite a while. It's been difficult for me to find a copy that I was maybe happy with at a price that I was happy with. And this kind of just ticked all the boxes. I was in the mood, I was keen to make purchase, and yeah, I just picked this one up. This is my favorite artwork, and the reason for that is I wish that I still had it, but I actually can't find it at the moment. This was the artwork that came, factory settings, Dark Magician in the Game Boy Advance game that I had growing up. The must have been like Battle City Worldwide Edition or something. And I played that game so much. So I saw this artwork of Dark Magician a lot more than I would see the starter deck Yugi one. Fun fact, while I'm editing this video, I actually had I had something come to mind when I was looking at this, and it's just this, when I was talking about the Game Boy Advance game for, YGO Worldwide Edition, something that I remembered is that if you had a card that you didn't have in the game, you could do it one time, but you could go essentially find like a cheat codes page, and you could put in that little number in the corner, and we'd put in that little number in the corner that actually would register the card in game, and you could add that to your deck. And I, as a kid, was blown away by this, like being able to just put my real cards in the game instead of having to try and pull them from the in-game packs or like earn them or whatever. It was actually so cool that there was a detail that you were allowed to do, and that is how you were able to get the starter deck Yugi art for the Dark Magician in the Game Boy Advance game. Very cool. Although the game came out in 2002 or 3 or something like that, so when I tried to get in and put in my Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon's little serial number code, couldn't do it. The card didn't exist yet, except in the game, which was really weird because the video game had the Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, but they didn't have a serial number for it yet, and so you couldn't put your serial number for the card that was in the game. Anyway, just a fun little add-on. This is in pretty good condition for its age. I mean, it's a 20-year-old card, and it's it's lasted a very long time. They told me it's like an error print. There's a bit of a red something or other up in the corner. Sure, I don't really think about that sort of stuff a whole lot. I don't really mind if it's an error print or whatever. Otherwise, yeah, really happy with this pickup. Obviously, one day, it's on my bingo card to pick up an LOB first edition, but that is simply out of the budget for me right this very minute. Last one I wanted to chat about was this one. I think this is the most special one, the most, the most special, most unique copy of, spoilers, copy of Dark Magician that I have. This is a Tokyo Dome admission event. I don't even know what you call it, the like participation gift that they give you at the Tokyo Dome event they had last year, I believe, in Japan. Obviously, I was not there. I'm from Australia, and I sadly did not even know that there was a Tokyo Dome event. Otherwise, I might have made considerable efforts to be there and partake. But it sounds like the story is, if you went, it was a 2-day event. If you went day 1, you got this one, or you went day 2, you got a Blue Eyes version. So yeah, very cool. I love that they do sort of things like that, like a guaranteed promotional collectible item. So I didn't get to go, but I really wanted this, so I managed to pick it up from a guy in Sydney as well. So crack this open. I'm going to keep this one sealed, but just look at that. Oh my goodness. The QCR Dark Magician with the Tokyo Dome behind him. I think that's really cool. The quarter century stamp, amazing. Just so unique. I mean, honestly, the tablet artwork for Dark Magician is not my favorite. I don't think it's anybody's favorite, but you know, this is the one we got. I think this is probably the one concession that I would make for this artwork that I would actually go out of my way to pick up, just because it's a unique event, event almost like prize card or collectible card. Personally, the Blue Eyes one is not for me. It's again the tablet artwork, and if this is my not favorite Dark Magician art, the tablet art for Blue Eyes is probably my least favorite for Blue Eyes. Yeah, positively love this card. This is so cool. Like Tokyo Dome in the background, Dark Magician in the front, really nice foiling. Sort of once in a lifetime kind of thing that you could have picked up if you were at the Tokyo Dome thing. Obviously, I'm just trying to get the splashback and trying to pick up on the vibe of the event after the fact just by picking up this card, but still really happy with this. It's so cool. This will be staying sealed for me. I think I need to sort a solution other than keeping it in its envelope for display or for storing. I can't really get this in the binder without somehow mangling it, so I'll have to sort out a display case. If you happen to know anything or have a link to something that can put this in it that ships to Australia, I haven't had much luck so far. I would love to hear about it. But yeah, thank you so much for watching and joining in on this week's pickups, and very happy with these ones. Obviously there's a bit of a theme this week, a bit of a Dark Magician theme, especially an OCG Dark Magician theme. But yeah, no, I really appreciate you watching. If you would like to, please subscribe. I have some more videos planned out, including we're going to check out one of my friend's collections. He's got an awesome hero and access code, so I'm going to check those out later this week. But yeah, thanks so much for joining in and watching. I would love for you to subscribe if you feel compelled to. And until then, I will see you in the next one. Ciao.